Top tips for winter training. When you're doing your training outdoors in the winter time, it's always good to remember a couple of key points. Number one, be sure to wear sensible and appropriate clothing. Starting from the top, looking after the extremities, wear a hat. Wear earmuffs if you have them. Doesn't matter how silly you look. Gloves are always good as well to wear. A rainproof jacket of some sort to keep the wind off is always a good idea as well. But a good idea might be to have something to put warm to put on after your training. Either shorts, or you can wear knee-length tight tracksuit bottoms. Not a good idea to wear long, loose tracksuit bottoms because they tend to trail in the background, especially if it's wet and it's muddy out. Sensible runners, don't be wearing fashion runners like Converse or something similar like that. Be sure to wear a good, proper, comfortable runner that's good for you and that's been designed for you. Not only do you have to wear appropriate clothing, you have to make sure that you can be seen at night, especially on those long, dark winter nights. So make sure you have high-vis jackets, okay? So even if it's just the jacket that's high-vis, that'll do the job. Always keep hydrated when you're training. All year round, that will be really, really important, but especially in the winter time as well. Another key point and another good way of getting through your winter training will be to train with someone, partner up with someone, and maybe find something that you like doing in common together. Another good idea as well is to remember that when you're jogging or running, be sure to breathe right from the bottom of your stomach. Use your lungs, fill up your lungs and keep your shoulders back and fill up your lungs with air, and that's where you get your most out of your training as well and your breathing.
Also, it's more beneficial to do each exercise correctly and slowly rather than incorrectly and quickly. Just remember the 3 B's. Your base, that's where you're standing, your back, and your breathing. And remember, when exercising, always remember that your mind does give up before your body does, so always push it out. You always have that extra 10% in you, even when you think you've had enough. Remember that you will be stiff after training, especially if you've put in a good training session. Stretching out after each training session, and especially when you get home as well, always helps, and it brings your muscle back to its original length. Also, whenever you're doing your winter training, always remember to leave a location with somebody else, especially if it's dark.
Another important thing is to train at your pace. Everybody trains at a different pace. In our bootcamp classes, we have people who train from all different walks of life. So you train at the level that you can train at and stick to that. When you're running as well, find a rhythm and stick to that rhythm and you'll get the most out of it. So keep up the training and have a good winter.